Okay, so I think we're live. I'm just going to wait for a few people to jump on. Hi, Ryan. How are you today? Just gonna click on wave. Dave B. Photo, hello. How are you doing? Are you guys enjoying the heat wave? I'm like super hot over here. Hi. How's it going, guys? Hi, Ginny Evangel. Where are you guys all located? Go ahead and enter your location in the comments below. I'm curious to know where my audience is. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes. How do you pronounce that? Is that Macon? Macon, Georgia? LA, hey, that's where I'm at. Hi, Flowmark Design. LBC. So that's Long Beach, right? Okay. I'm super excited because this is the first time we're going live on this account. Hi, Flowmark Design. Where are you located? Oops. And this is actually my first time doing a live, so forgive me if I'm not technologically savvy today. I usually am, actually. Okay. Los Angeles. Cool. A lot of my LA peeps are on. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started. Today is basically an introduction live. I just wanted to kind of introduce you guys to who I am and my background, as well as, why I want to help people with their credit and what to expect with the Score Navigator journey as you follow us. I have a list of topics, so forgive me if I'm looking down. I'm just kind of following that format. So, who am I? My name is Ann Joy, but all my friends call me Joy. Sometimes it is a lot of responsibility to have the name Joy because obviously people expect me to be happy all the time. So if I'm not having the best day, then you can call me Ann. But yeah, I basically go by Joy. And I have been in the credit industry for over a decade. I started off in Los Angeles working for an attorney that specialized in credit repair. But mind you, I'm no longer in credit repair. Score Navigator is a credit technology company, so just remember that I'm not in credit repair. But that is where I started. And I actually started off as a receptionist at the law firm, and eventually they saw that I was a little overqualified for that position and moved me up to the credit processing department. And that's kind of where I learned how to analyze credit reports. Before then, I had no idea about credit. I didn't see the importance of it. I was kind of young still at the time. And hi, Rusty. Give you a little wave there. And so as I worked in the credit processing department, I learned how to communicate with the credit bureaus, and basically learned the credit repair process. And then the mortgage meltdown occurred. Hi. And my boss at the time, he decided to sell his software that he used to help people with their credit. And oh, sorry, Rusty, actually skip that really quick here. So basically, he decided to sell the software as a business opportunity, so a business in a box, if you will. And a lot of mortgage companies, real estate companies invested in the program because during that time, it actually helped their business stay afloat. So they were able to help their clients with bad credit and help them get approved for the loans. From there, I was able to train a lot of the business owners on our software. I was able to travel all over the US, and before that experience, I was never really a travel, I never really traveled except to Vegas. But this time, this credit journey, it took me to New York, it took me to Florida, it took me to Texas, all over California. And I was able to meet a lot of people from all over the US, which is great. Long story short, my boss sold the business to our competitor in Florida. And because of that reason, me and my coworkers, we weren't able to move to Florida to continue working there. So they allowed us to work from home, which was awesome because at the time it wasn't really a thing. Whereas now everybody's kind of working from home. And from there From there, I trained other businesses on the new program. And what's funny is we also had biannual conferences, credit conferences in Tampa, Florida. And I happened to have a camera, and because of that reason, they made me the photographer for these events. Hi, Melatonin. Thanks for joining in. Okay, and so I was the photographer for these credit events. But not only was I doing photography for the events, I was also helping a lot of the clients over the phone, via email, basically their customer service person. So as I took everyone's pictures at the event, some of their clients would ask me, "Hey, are you Joy?" Because they recognized my voice over the phone. And I began to develop really great relationships with these clients. We added each other on Facebook. So I know a lot of credit companies all over the US. And they kind of know me as the photographer / customer service person that helped them over the phone with their business. So I stayed there for over 5 years. Eventually, I started my own credit company. I worked with other companies. I was offered the opportunity to help build a credit company out in New York. So I moved out there to Long Island, stayed there for 1.5 years. And that was a great experience. I mean, I'm from San Diego, so to move from the West Coast all the way to East Coast in Long Island, it was definitely an experience. Don't get me wrong, I love the people in New York. I think they're so funny, especially, how they're so real. I like that, even though a lot of them do fight amongst each other. But I stayed there. The winters were a little bit too long for me. So eventually I moved back to San Diego. And that's when I discovered Score Navigator. I was approached by Mr. Rusty Bressy. He asked me to take a look at his program. He sent me a link. He said, "Take a look at it. Let me know what you think." I took a look at it, and at first I was a little bit confused because I've never even heard of this type of technology before. And then eventually we got on a phone call. He showed me exactly how it worked. I was blown away by what I saw because like I said, I've never seen anything like it. And I really did think that this is the future and I want to be a part of that. So that's why I'm here. I've been with them for a while now, and I'm so excited to share with you guys how point deduction works and what a game changer it is for the industry. So that's who I am. Okay, the second topic is, why do I want to help people? Let's see here. So credit is something that I never saw myself working in, obviously, as you know from my story. It's kind of just something that fell into my lap. But as I started to help consumers, I realized what an impact this made on their mental health, just everything in their life. Sometimes I'll have clients come to me and they can't sleep at night. They're tossing and turning because they're getting phone calls from collection agencies and they don't know what to do. They want to file bankruptcy. They have no clue on how to, get their situation resolved. Hi, Brendan Decora. Send you a little wave there. Welcome. And, I really like educating my clients and letting them know that it's not the end of the world. And, unfortunately, we don't learn this information in school. We don't learn it in college, which is kind of mind-blowing, since this is something that really is a part of our lives, a big part. Okay, let's see, what was I saying here? So I want to help people with credit because I feel like, it's my way of giving back and just being of service. I know that I've always wanted to be of service. I just didn't know how exactly, and I guess it's credit. Hi, San Diesler too. Welcome to my live. So that's pretty much why I like to help people, is because I want them to feel empowered and to know that there are solutions, and it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. Okay, third one is, how does helping others make me feel? Well, let's see here. I mean, it makes me feel really, really good. Like I said, after I get off a call with a client, when they feel empowered, when they feel like they have hope, it makes me feel like I've done my job. And that's the most important thing. Even if it's something that I know I can't help them with, at least give them the tools or the information as to where they can help their situation out. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Okay, so let's see here. For the new people that just logged in, go ahead and in the comment section, just type in where you're located. Because I know I have some people here from Utah. I have Long Beach. Oh no, how do I scroll down? Okay, so I guess we'll open up the floor to Q&A if you guys have any questions. Hi, I am Global Hair God. Okay, so yeah, I'll just open up the floor for any questions you guys have regarding credit or my journey. Wow, you guys make my job really easy. While I'm waiting, thank you. Okay, so while I'm waiting for any questions you guys might have, what to expect. So basically, we are wanting to educate the masses on point deductions, because I really feel like point deductions is the missing link. Because when you look at a credit report, we have this idea of looking for the negative items, right? We think that just because they're negative, they're hurting the scores. With point deduction technology, it'll actually show you that some of the negative accounts that you might think are hurting your scores aren't hurting your scores. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. So we're super excited to educate you guys on that. We'll also show you some video tutorials on how it works, because it's one thing to explain it and then it's another to actually show you. And that's how I've been helping my clients understand how this works, is by giving them a visual. Hi, Brooklyn. Where are you chiming in from? Oh, wait, what is this? Okay, sorry, I'm still trying to figure out this whole live thing. Okay, so as I'm waiting for that, oh, La Mirada, okay, and that's California, right? Somewhere in California. Los Angeles. Cool. Oops. Okay, so nobody has any questions for me? Are you sure? Yes, Cali. Okay. Okay, so I guess there are no questions today. Make sure you follow this Instagram. Again, it's at joy_score navigator. Okay, let's see here. Dave B Photo has a question. How do I know what accounts to work on? Oh, okay, so I see it here. Okay, so that's a good question. Once you find out what your point deductions are, then you can take action accordingly. So for example, a lot of the times, like I said, people will think that their collections are hurting their scores. So they'll immediately pay it off, or they'll hire a company to get them deleted. But sometimes, especially when you look at your credit report through Score Navigator, you'll see that it might not even be hurting your scores. You'll see a 0-point deduction. So it's like, why focus your efforts on that when you can be focusing your efforts on other accounts that are impacting your scores negatively? Let me see what else here. How do I know? Okay, so basically you want to work on the accounts where you're losing points, because you want to get those points back, right? So finding out your point deductions first, and then using the simulators, which will tell you how to get those points back. Okay, let's see. What's the fastest way to boost credit? So Sandeesler 2, it really depends. Again, so finding out what your point deductions are, because if you're losing points, let's say you have some positive accounts and you're losing points there, well, if you pay some of those accounts off, or if you get them reporting accurately, then you can get those points back as early as the next month you pull your report. So it really depends. You just need to find out what those point deductions are. Hi, Marvelous She. Gonna send you a wave there. Where are you located, Marvelous She? Okay, Rusty. Does Score Navigator have simulators? Score Navigator absolutely has simulators. There are 3 simulators: the target simulator, the money simulator, and the manual simulator. We'll get into detail as to how those simulators work, but basically, I like to tell my clients this. Instead of relying on me and calling me for all the answers, especially at like 11 o'clock at night and you're working on your credit, you can use the simulators, which will tell you exactly what you need to do to, for example, with target score, you just punch in, let's say you want to get to a 720, hit run, it'll give you exact steps on what you need to do to get to that point. So I forgot what I was saying, but basically these simulators will give you the best recommendations on how to get those points back. What's point deduction technology? Point deduction technology. So basically, point deduction technology analyzes an electronic version of your credit report and tells you where you're being negatively impacted the most. So everyone here, I'm sure, has looked at their credit report, a traditional credit report, whether it's a free credit report or one you get from your bank. But you don't really know which accounts are hurting your scores. Whereas point deduction technology, if you sign up with a credit report company that uses point deduction technology, then it'll show you that information where you're losing points, which is super important when it comes to working on your credit, because you don't want to waste time on accounts that are not even going to help you with your scores. Helpful, thank you. Side note, thank you so much, Sandeezer, for the wonderful comment. Okay, let's see here. What else? Should I pay off all accounts evenly or pay down cards before? Should I pay off all accounts evenly or pay down cards before loans? So if your goal is to, and I have to be careful with my vocabulary, because there's certain things I can and cannot say. So let me think about this real quick. So you should definitely pay off the accounts, your credit card accounts where you're losing points, because again, you want to try to get those points back, or pay down cards before loans. And if your goal is to, let's say, get finance, you want to you want to get as many points back as you can. A lot of the times when you pay off a loan, your scores may actually go down. So that's something that you want to be careful with. Okay. Trying to get my credit together so I can buy investment property. That is a wonderful goal, Marvelous She. I know that you've been talking about that for a while, so let me know how I can help. Okay, what's this? Okay. So yeah, I hope I answered your guys' questions. And like I said, I really am excited to share more about point deduction technology and Score Navigator, especially since it's something that I feel like I should show you instead of tell you, because some people have this idea that it's all about deleting items, and it's not. It really isn't. Sure, it can help at times, but is it the most efficient way to help maximize your scores? I would say no. A lot of the times it's actually your positive or lack of positive accounts that are hurting your scores. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. Is there a percent number I should keep my accounts under? I heard 30%. Is that correct? Okay, so this is something that even I had to kind of change my mind about. Because back then when I was in credit repair, they used to say keep your credit card balances below 20 to 30%. And after learning about point deduction technology, the magic number is actually 8%. So you don't want to exceed 8% of the credit limit each month, because the minute you go over, you're gonna lose points. And it also depends on what your goals are. If you're looking to get financed anytime in the near future, then get in the habit of spending no more than 8%. What I tell my clients is if you have Netflix or a subscription account, put that card on there and just kind of set it and forget it. Obviously, you're going to pay the bill with your debit card, but just kind of leave it alone. But if you're not looking to make any big purchases anytime soon, then by all means, use your credit card to your liking. Okay. Any more questions for me? No? 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 Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. Okay, so I am going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for getting on the call on live with me. And let's see here. So don't forget to add and follow me at joy_score navigator. How do we sign up? Okay, you can go to scorenavigator.com and there's an enroll button and you can simply sign up there. We do have a 1 credit bureau plan or a 3 credit bureau plan. I always encourage my clients to go with a 3 credit bureau just because you want to see across the board what's reporting and where you can make improvements. Okay, so again, don't forget to follow me on joy_score navigator. You can also follow our official Score Navigator Instagram page, which is simply Score Navigator. And I will be back on live with Mr. Rusty Bressy. He is the founder of Score Navigator, the inventor of point deduction technology. I consider him like the Einstein of credit. And we're gonna go live this Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So mark your calendars, guys. I'm so excited to educate you guys more on this topic, and that's pretty much it. Bye, guys. Oh, how do I turn this off? Okay. Whoop. I don't know how to do this. Thanks for the hearts. Bye.